En el ámbito del proyecto,
in the environment of the Openwind program, we've developed on the one side the social network and on the other hand participation portals. The social network will start with the space of participation among you, the partners, so you can exchange experiences with open government through the publishing of documents, news, fora, and this network at the same time counts on a series of spaces of its own, spaces for each of the partners, so you can manage your own contents. Here you may see the main page of the social network. Some of you have already used it, for example, the municipality of Nicosia, for the publication of information on the different activities you're developing. We may see here the menu, where you can access the fora, changing pictures on the different partners. A news area, those are changing area. These news are those highlighted from each of the partners. They will appear here on the main site, and there you may see links to the different portals and the different spaces in the social network of each partner. So you may see there that the space for Lebanon. The Sohon with its own news, its own events, etc. And through this administrative tool, which is a free software tool, Java-based tool, you can prepare additional tools. You may see here the main home for partners in Nicosia in Cyprus, and we may see there that some information has been updated on the activities developed within the field of the project. The one corresponding to the University Al-Quds from Palestine, the one for Sfax in Tunis, and as I said, it's already working, and it would be interesting that it would be used, especially through the publishing of all the information you deem relevant with regards to the Openwind project. Once we've seen this tool, we're going to have a look at the next tool we have developed. In fact, it is the participation portal. This portal, in fact, we have developed an instance for each of the partners. So all of you who would like to host it at your own servers, we may put you in contact and you will be able to use your tools yourselves. From your premises, it's working now. It's right now in its beta version. You may publish elements, initiatives, and you can start working. Who are the main partners active in these portals? Of course, citizens, or students in the case of universities, and the government. How do these agents act? Citizens, through this portal, will be able to start petitions, requests for the government, requests of different kinds, for example, suggestions or ideas or requests for specific action that they are interested for the government to take into account. And you may see the rest of action started by them, and they can participate discussing them and expressing their opinion. At the same platform, you may see a counter with the number of participation of votes in favor and against that each of the requests is having. That's a clear indication of the popular follow-up of each of the initiatives. The government may commit itself to it, and it can be announced in the platform that all initiatives with popular follow-up, starting from X votes, may bring it to public debate in the case of our municipality, or at least may be brought before the government. How would the government intervene? Well, by paying attention to the currents of opinion generated in its own environment and take into account these petitions, especially those which have gathered a series of votes in favor, but at the same time they may participate by making proposals to citizens. Which would be the proposals they can start? Specific actions they want to, on which they want to know the opinion of citizens. In the specific case of wanting to approve a law, they can explain such law and leave a space open for discussion and public opinion, so they can receive all suggestions for improvement, or maybe specifically ask the type of actions some neighbors or students are interested in. Anything is valid. For example, participational budgets, some elements can be open for public discussion. Let's see how the main page has been left. This is a specific case of the participation portal developed for Diputación, for the provincial government. For the rest of partners is almost the same. The design followed is the same. At this main page, which is completely open and is will be seeing all petitions started by all citizens. You can check the details, votes in favor or against, and also if there are any proposals active. Of course, every time a proposal is made, there's a discussion period. A discussion period is initiated. Of course, it can be open, and once that discussion period is open, at the end of it, no further votes are allowed, and from then on, the government, considering the follow-up, the votes, the commitments acquired, answers such petition. Here we have the second tab, which is the proposals, and also the government will have proposals of its own. As we said, this is a space open for citizen participation, so any citizen or student will be able to materialize all petitions, see the follow-up they have, but in order to participate, it should be registered before, so it can be identified. There's no point in an initiative to be made if there's no no identification of the citizen. For that, we got a registration form. The citizens or student wanting to participate will have to register and accept the use conditions. Once registered, you've got to take into account that this initiative means that initiatives are not published straight away. There's the need for a prior validation on the initiatives proposed. Once the registration has been validated, the citizen will be able to access all functionalities, will be able to start petitions and discuss the rest of them. So the form should be filled in and the terms accepted. Identification is carried out through the use of a username and a password, and also now that is a trend accepted on very many sites, the identification may be done through the Facebook username and password. Once identified, you may see that in the menu there's the option of a new petition, a new request can be made. How are new petitions made? Through the filling in of this form. There are different fields to update a new petition. There's a description, there's a title, a description of the petition, the benefits they consider to be good for the community or in the field of university. Petitions are made referentially at the statistical level. It would be easy to know which are the most active parts and which are the areas which are not receiving too many proposals. And it could be it's funny to see or to detect why some regions are using more or less these type of tools. Also, in order to enlarge information on this petition, citizens may add documents and videos. Once the administrator of the system assesses a petition, it's published and is visible by any citizen. Details are seen there. Any citizen entering, any citizen registered may discuss. Also, requests from other citizens may be open and these screen could be seen. So, citizens may exert the right to vote in favor or against, but only registered citizens. And there can be different arguments put on tables and see what other citizens are saying through the second tab, which corresponds to the virtual debate. Their opinion can be produced on, for example, a petition started by other citizens. This would be public and could be seen by everyone. Once the discussion deadline, the discussion calendar is finished, of course you can configure it. There's a series of parameters you may modify. In this case, I think they are 2 months. That period is closed. When they register, you may see that the user of the platform is there and also the deadline for the debate, for the discussion. And also if there's a process ongoing or what. And once the deadline is finished, the status will be changed to either supported or rejected, depending on what the government answers. So once the discussion period is finished, the government receives all the information, can read and look into all these opinions generated. The votes in favor and against can be checked. A series of criteria, of commitment criteria, can be produced. For example, in a municipality of 2,000 people, it could be a good indicator that all those proposals going beyond 500 votes in favor will be taken into account and brought to plenary sessions. So the parameter on the number of proposals and votes in favor are going to be taken into account will also depend on the number of students in the case of our university or citizens in the case of our municipality. Once the government has checked that information, through the conclusion tab will answer, provide arguments to the petition, etc. This petition can be completely open and, of course, also public. Once it's been seen that the vote threshold has been reached, for it to be taken into account, the citizen starting it can be answered on how the subject is being dealt with at the university or at the municipality. The same way, citizens can start proposals. Governments or universities may start their own proposals. The operations are the same, but instead of the first tab, it would be the second one, the one used. Government proposals. But this is what citizens will see from the administrative tool. These proposals will be open and will appear here also with a discussion period. Citizens will be able to check the contents of the proposal being considered by the government, will read the description, the benefits, the advantages, videos, documents, etc.
They will be therefore able to vote for and against, and they will also establish a discussion just as they had done it with the citizen proposals. Having finished this discussion, the government, according to the follow-up of the proposal and the number of votes in favor, will act accordingly. This is the vision that I would like to share with you. This is the way the portal looks. Our colleagues from Tunisia showed their interest in hosting it in their own servers. We committed ourselves to be in touch with the technicians. This is fully operational. Whoever wants to use it from our servers, you must know that the levels of security are maximum for this type of technology, and you can save the hosting because we have the hosting in our own servers. This is all for the moment in my presentation. So now we'll be in touch. Anyone who's interested, please be in touch and let me know. However, if you have any questions now, I'll be glad to answer them. Thank you.